regardless, who cares? No one cares about my health. They only care about you. You only care about your fantasy team, which is cool. I'm the same way, so it's all good. Let's get right into it, man. So yeah, man. Hey, let's go. Oh yeah, gangrene sleeper plays, scoring the points all day, dude. We had a lot of fun with that one, honestly. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out the YouTube channel. But yeah, we made a little Sesame Street parody, which was a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun doing that, dude. I mean, it's grown men with hand puppets. So yeah, we had a pretty good time, dude. Anyways, let's get to some of these questions here, man. Okay, you need two of the three in your flex. You've got Deion Jackson, Romeo Dobbs, or Garrett Wilson. All right, you need two of the three. All right, you're definitely playing Romeo Dobbs at Detroit, which is an awesome matchup. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. I got notes. I got spreadsheets and such. Just want to make sure I pull these up. Okay. Yeah, so no, we're definitely playing Romeo Dobbs against Detroit. Detroit's been giving up a lot of production to outside wide receivers. And I think Romeo Dobbs actually has a really, really nice day today. Obviously, he had a surprise, 16 points last week against Buffalo. This week, I think he builds on that. Let's hope he gets another 15, 16. I think he can. And then Garrett Wilson or Deion Jackson. See, this one's a tough one for me. I've got Deion Jackson as a fade, but Garrett Wilson is, I don't think he's in a better spot. You know what? Go Deion Jackson there. I think more guaranteed work. You at least know he's going to be out there. You at least know he's going to get some work here. My major concern with Deion Jackson, I put this out on Twitter, is the fact that it's a different quarterback, right? Than when he went crazy with his 10-target game with Matt Ryan. This week it's going to be Sam Ehlinger. And Ehlinger last week, again, Ehlinger's known more as a mobile quarterback, right? So Ehlinger last week fed running backs only 3 targets. Again, it could change. It certainly could. But I would also say this, the Patriots play a lot of man-to-man defense. That discourages checkdowns to the running back because the running back should be marked in man-to-man, right? So we've got a little bit of a history of mobile quarterbacks not really throwing to running backs. We saw it last week, only 3 targets to running backs last week. New England gives up the second fewest fantasy points to that position. And oh, by the way, they've held running backs scoreless in 7 of 8 games this week. So I don't think the Colts are going to score, or let me put it this way. I don't think Deion Jackson is in a good position to score a touchdown. And the check down work, I don't think is going to be there as well. Again, people say, "Oh, well, what?" This is what I find funny about the whole Deion Jackson thing. People in my mentions tell me, you can't base what they're going to do with Deion Jackson in terms of the pass work based off of one game from Sam Ehlinger. Meanwhile, they tell me, "Oh, but he saw 10 targets in a game, which is one game." So you're taking a one-game sample versus what I'm doing, which is, again, not really a one-game sample, right? We're talking about mobile quarterbacks not really throwing to running backs, checking down there. So anyways, whatever. I don't like the matchup, but that being said, I hate the matchup Garrett Wilson has with Buffalo as well, right? So I think Deion Jackson, at least if you're talking about a flex spot, yeah, you run him out there in your flex. I have problems with him as an RB2. Hopefully you've got some better choices there, although 6 teams on a bye, you probably don't. So you're probably running him out there. I'm just saying he's very volatile and does come with a pretty low floor this week against New England. That's all I'm saying. If you need him, play him. You know what I mean? Can I also say this for all the people out there? Because people get fired up about Deion Jackson, apparently. I've got Deion Jackson. As a matter of fact, on Monday, I told you to go pick up Deion Jackson, right? So I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really am. I got Deion Jackson in a big spot, and I need him to go off. I'd love for me to be wrong. I just call it like I see it, man. I look at the numbers, I look at the matchup, I watch some game tape, and he's got downside risk. That's all I'm saying. He's got downside risk. People going gung-ho all in on Deion Jackson this week. I just, like I said, I'm not there. I'm definitely not there in DFS. I'll say that. In DFS, I'm definitely not there. on Deion Jackson. And I think he's going to be a very popular play given his price tag today. All right, Clark, good morning to you, pal. PPR, you need two. Khalil Herbert versus Miami, not a good matchup. Also, uncertain timeshare. And then Tony versus Tennessee. I like Terrace Marshall. No N there, by the way. Terrace Marshall against Cincinnati with Chidi Awuzie out. Pacheco against Tennessee. Hines versus the Jets with return yard scoring. 1 for every 10 yards. Hey, if that's the case, definitely play Hines. I think they're going to work him in special teams, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I'm reading. So I'll go Hines there if you're also getting return yards, which is nice. And again, I wonder how much they're going to use him in the passing game. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to acclimate him a little bit, especially in a pretty soft spot against the Jets. Yeah, so go ahead. Go ahead and give me Nyheim Hines, and I will take Terrace Marshall there. I think Khalil Herbert obviously provides the most upside of all of those guys, but then at the same time, it's like, I mean, this is what you want to know what I wrote down for this Bears game? All right, let me tell you. David Montgomery. The coaching staff said that they were going to ride a hot hand, which was obviously a big, fat lie. Montgomery has seen almost no change in his snaps or carries, despite showing repeatedly that he is the inferior runner between himself and Khalil Herbert. Miami, by the way, really good against running backs. They allow the third fewest rush yards per game, 3.79 yards per carry average allowed. That's third best in the NFL. So, look, I want to believe in Khalil Herbert. You know me, I'm a huge Khalil Herbert fan. But, dude, the coaching staff they're out to lunch, dude. Honestly. Hot hand my ass. Like, what? How much more of a hot hand do you need from Khalil Herbert? My God. But they refuse to play him, so there you go. Anyway, so yeah, I'll take Terrace Marshall there. I feel strangely confident in my Terrace Marshall call. I don't know why. I know the guy basically had one good game in his career, which was last week, but I like the way they're using him on the outside. I like the athleticism, and again, the matchup to me doesn't scare me. Again, because Chidi Awuzie on the shelf. So, anyways, by the way, I really like DJ Moore. Mike Hilton also out. I think is going to be out of this game. I think he's doubtful. But Mike Hilton, their slot corner, also probably going to be out. DJ Moore been playing 60-40 outside inside. I really like DJ Moore this week, especially at the price tag given in DFS. So yeah, there you go. Rev Shane, hey man, I'm feeling that. Good luck to everyone today, man. Week 9, pivotal week. I know a lot of folks are right there fighting, hunting for a playoff spot, so I'm right there with you. All right, Super Jesus, let's go. You're in my TikTok league. Who should I start? RB2, Jeff Wilson, Justice Hill. You know, I have Justice Hill as a sleeper, and Jeff Wilson I don't think needs that much ramp-up time because I would imagine he knows the offense. Remember, he played for Mike McDaniel back there in San Francisco. This is like the old school, I think this is the backfield from like 3 years ago, Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert. But yeah, I don't think he's going to need that much ramp-up time, honestly. I'm okay playing Jeff Wilson today. Justice Hill, Gus Edwards not looking likely to play. And you figure it's going to be a split backfield there in Baltimore between Kenyon Drake and Justice Hill. I think Justice Hill is a pretty good matchup too, but I'll take Jeff Wilson because, again, I know it's a brand new team, but I don't think he's going to need much ramp-up time almost at all. And we're talking about two guys that are highly volatile RB2 starts here. Hey, listen, either Jeff Wilson or Justice Hill could get you nothing. Nothing, baby. You know what I'm saying? But Justice Hill obviously has played extremely well in limited snaps too. So I am a little bit concerned that they still limit his touches overall, but good player in an okay spot too. So, but I will take Jeff Wilson there between the two. And again, it's a coin flip. Both guys highly volatile. All right, Fernando Maíz, what's going on, dude? Good morning to you. Couple of questions. Where are they? Oh, here we go. Choose two. Darnell Mooney, Deion Jackson, Jamal Williams, Garrett Wilson, Kyle Pitts. All right, well, you're definitely playing Jamal Williams. DeAndre Swift sounds like he's going to be limited in a big time way today for Detroit. Green Bay can be run on pretty well. So, yeah, you're definitely playing Jamal Williams. Do you want to play Mooney, where Chicago's going to be playing a little bit of catch up against Miami? Or do you want to play Deion Jackson? Or Garrett Wilson against Buffalo? I'm not interested in Kyle Pitts. I'm really not. I know he had a good game last week, but nah, I'm good. So really what it comes down to for me is Mooney or Deion Jackson. Mooney's going to be playing a little bit of catch up against Miami. I am a little bit worried about Xavier and Howard, just a bit, but overall it's a pretty good matchup according to the numbers. I'll go Mooney there. Again, Deion Jackson could burn me, and I'll tell you right now, I hope I'm wrong. But it doesn't look that good, man. It really does. The matchup does not look good at all for Deion Jackson. It's half PPR. I'll go Mooney. I'll go Mooney there. If it was full PPR, I think I'd be a little bit more tempted by Deion Jackson. Because, again, the dude needs checkdowns to be, I think, relevant today. He's an okay runner. I don't think he's amazing, but he's pretty good. But New England has been really good at stopping the run as well. Look, I'll give you some numbers on New England here, okay? Because, again, to me, I think it's a terrible matchup, and people have said, oh, well, this guy did this and this guy did that. Yeah, I get it, but in totality, New England has been pretty good. They're kind of sort of league average in yards per carry allowed, right? They allow 4.27 yards per carry. That's around league average, right? But they have limited opposing running backs to 3.75 receptions per game. That's eighth best, so eighth fewest in the NFL. And total yardage-wise, they're about league average as well. The touchdowns, man, they have been really good in regards to touchdowns. Again, 7 of 8 games played this year, they have not allowed a single running back touchdown. So, I don't know. Take that for what you will. Okay, second part of your question here. Standard League, non-PPR. Wow. Okay, choose 4? No, I'm not doing that. Fernando, you got to jump back in my comments. Give me a choose 2. I'm not choosing 4. That's the reason I say that, not to be a dick. I'm just saying there are dudes in this list you definitely want to play, and I know that. So who are you really choosing between? Because I'm not going to go through this whole exercise of saying, okay, well, here, pick these 4 guys. And then you're like, well, actually, I was really choosing between these 2 guys. Nah. I know there's an either-or question somewhere in that mix. I'm not choosing 4. So there you go. Okay, Nate Lagazzo, good to see you this morning, man. PPR choose 2. Juju, Curtis Samuel, A.J. Dillon, Drake London. Choose 2. Well, you're playing Juju, that's for sure. Yeah, and you're playing Curtis Samuel. Yeah, 100%. I got a note on Curtis Samuel. Why not? While we're here. Well, I thought I did, but I guess I don't. Where did that note go? Hold on for me. I got some stuff. Minnesota against slot receivers. They've given up the 9th most yards per game to slot receivers, and I think Curtis Samuel has been playing pretty well too. So I will go Curtis Samuel and Juju there. I think A.J. Dillon obviously provides some ceiling, but dude, he has been so bad ever since week 2, where he has averaged less than 9 fantasy points per game in PPR. Has not cracked double digits all season long, except his 20-point performance there in week number 2. So no, it has been an uphill struggle. I get it. Detroit gives up a ton of production on the ground. They should get their ass kicked today, honestly. But we keep saying that about Green Bay, and they don't do it. They don't. You want to know why they don't do it? Because the coaching staff is not good. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there, all right? Look, LaFleur, they unnecessarily make games close because they love running the ball. Like, open up the offense a little bit. Let Aaron Rodgers be Aaron Rodgers. Stop running the ball so often. Stop using these little checkdowns as an integral part of your offense. Like, get vertical a little bit, dude. Especially against this Detroit team. I think they should be able to open it up, but who knows? They probably won't. So yeah, AJ Dillon, I think it's a little closer um, than people are going to anticipate in that particular ball game. So yeah, but no, overall, I would say Juju and Curtis Samuel, especially in PPR. I think both those guys give you the best upside. Although AJ Dillon does give you some. Drake London, obviously, extremely good player. I love Drake London. You just hate a situation, honestly. Next year, Drake London to the moon. Honestly, let's go. But not this year. Clark Schuyler, another flex PPR pick 2. Khalil or Herbert, or excuse me, Montgomery or Herbert. You're playing Jamal Williams. Okay, Green Bay can be run on. Jamal Williams has the second most touchdowns in the NFL. He's got 8 touchdowns already. All right, they love using him around the goal line. So no, you're definitely playing Jamal Williams. All right, and play Gabe Davis, dude. 100. Oh my God, yes, play Gabe Davis against the Jets. Look, Sauce Gardner is going to be looking to potentially track Stephon Diggs. Sauce has been amazing. I was going to say arguably a top. No, you can't even argue. He's a top 5 corner in the NFL right now. Can't even argue it. There's no one you can put. There's not 5 guys you can put ahead of Sauce Gardner right now, based on just like watch the game tape, like look at the numbers, like all of it. No, Sauce is a top 5 corner in the NFL right now. Gabe Davis, I think, should be able to easily bust through, and I think he's got incredible touchdown upside this week. All right, Nate, we're back, baby. Okay, choose one: Swift, Lazard, Godwin. Look. Godwin? Chris Godwin? Come on, dog. You're playing Chris Godwin. Come on, dude. Sorry, bro. Was I a little late? I'm always a little bit late. Yeah, no, I know. I mark it down for 7:30. I like take my time. Look, I'm playing a little under weather. I got a little coffee today. All right, so I came in a little bit late. So, look, if you guys know me too, I always run just a little bit late. All right, so I apologize. Anyways, we were supposed to start at 7:30. We started at 7:35. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, we go. Kojo, what's going on, man? The man, the myth, the legend. Let's go. Isaiah Likely, Allen Robinson, Rondale Moore in the flex. You know what? Go Likely. The matchup doesn't look great. New Orleans has been really good against tight ends, but you know what? Mark Andrews is doubtful. Isaiah Likely looked amazing his last time out. And Lamar, it doesn't matter who the tight end is. Lamar's looking for the tight end. You know what I mean? They've schemed up some really, really nice things for Likely too. So I really like Likely in this week, even despite not having a great matchup against New Orleans. So yeah, Allen Robinson is a sleeper, but overall, I like Likely probably the best. Rondale Moore's probably, like your safer-ish option, but I'm good. Give me Likely. I think he's got the best touchdown upside too. Gangrene, flex spot, PPR, DeAndre Swift, limited role, Darnell Mooney. Go Darnell Mooney, dude. I don't like this whole. Plus, theoretically, they're going to be trailing. What does DeAndre Swift do in a negative game script? I don't know. I'll go Darnell Mooney. Thomas Leos, not a good week for your boy. Okay, you need one of Akers, Justice Hill, or Brian Robinson. Wow, not ideal. Not ideal. I will say, Tomas, my friend, I will say I think you can go. I'm going to say Brian Robinson, but I don't love it. The one thing I will say about Brian Robinson is that he's taking on Minnesota today, right? Dalvin Tomlinson, starting defensive tackle for Minnesota, is out with a calf injury. And, he hasn't, per PFF, hasn't graded out great from run stopping. But at the end of the day, he's a big body in the middle, and he's out of there. So they got a backup defensive tackle there in Minnesota. Minnesota has been pretty good at stopping the run overall. As a matter of fact, I'll pull up these numbers for you. Boom, 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 boom. Minnesota against the run. Here we go. They've allowed the 9th fewest fantasy points the second fewest rush yards per game, which is really tough. And then how about this? 3.72 yards per carry allowed to opposing running backs. That's second best in the NFL. But again, should be noted, Dalvin Tomlinson out of that ball game, could open up a few more running lanes, and he is the starter of this group. He's the starter, right? Akers, who knows what his using. Let me just say this about Akers, dude. If LA goes to Akers, like, fuck that. Like, no. Do not go back to Akers. He sucks. Like, what is going on? Like, Rams. I tweeted this out too. If you look at all the games that Darrell Henderson has played and gotten a carry, he has outperformed on a yards per carry basis every single running back that they have thrown in his way, except one time. Darrell Henderson has been the most efficient running back every single week. No matter who they try to throw. They throw out this Ronnie Rivers character. No. Darrell Henderson, more efficient. They throw out Cam Akers week after week after. No. Darrell Henderson, more efficient. It doesn't matter. They keep trying to bury Darrell Henderson. It's like, oh, we're gonna play Malcolm Brown a bunch. No. Darrell Henderson the problem is not Darrell Henderson, Rams. The problem is your O-line is trash. Stop trying to replace Darrell Henderson. He's good. He's a good player. He's the most efficient running back you have on your team. Please stop trying to replace him. It's maddening watching them trying to run out Ronnie Rivers, Malcolm Brown, and Cam Akers. How many opportunities do you want to give Cam Akers? What? I don't know. Anyways, off the soapbox for now. Rant over. But Brian Robinson. In this scenario. If Brock Wright can't go, and again, he's dealing with a concussion, do we pivot to James Mitchell as the deepest of REM-inducing sleepers? Yeah, for sure. I'm not trusting it, obviously, but if Brock Wright doesn't go, remember in Detroit, they traded away TJ Hawkinson. Brock Wright, next man up, but he's dealing with a concussion. Next man up there would be James Mitchell. And, Jared Goff has, played better at home, right? 11-2 touchdown to interception ratio, I think. Pretty sure that's the case. I think I just looked that up. And he does have a history of throwing to tight ends as well. So, James Mitchell could get 4 to 5 targets. Again, if you're looking for just, by the way, they've got no one to throw the ball to. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown and a bunch of absolute nobodies. Right, Josh Reynolds is probably out. Jameson Williams still on IR. DJ Chark still on IR. Like, they've got no one to throw the ball. Khalif Raymond, he's like 5'8". He's my size. Khalif Raymond is going to be out there running as their outside X receiver. Like, I don't know. I'm worried about Amon-Ra St. Brown too. Like, are they going to try to kick Amon-Ra outside to try to fill that gap? Because he doesn't play well as an outside wide receiver because that's not who he is. He's an awesome inside wide receiver. So, I don't know. But yeah, James Mitchell, if he's out there, yeah, sure, absolutely. Deep sleeper tight end because, again, there's there's target share to be had for sure. My kicks is clean. My kicks is clean. I got you now. You're talking about the Jordans. You're talking about Jays. You got some Jays. Okay. I'm with you now. All right. Is it crazy to start Jeff Wilson today over players like Rondale Moore, Adam Thielen, or Alec Pierce? Yes. He's the clear backup. Like I just said, I know it's not going to take a lot of ramp-up time for him, but he's the backup. Rondale Moore, I think, probably the best play of that group that you've got there. But let me just say this. If you're feeling it with Jeff Wilson, I always say this. Go with your gut. Don't trust some random Asian dude on the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am, bro. Okay? Like, dude, if you're feeling it with Jeff Wilson, dude, go with Jeff Wilson, my guy. Me personally, if that was my group, I would go Rondale Moore. I don't like Alec Pierce because, again, Ellinger doesn't have requisite NFL arm strength. Um, Adam Thielen is an interesting one too, though, and I think he's got touchdown upside. But by the way, revenge game for Kirk Cousins. He could go crazy. Like he could go for 3 touchdowns. One of them could go to Adam Thielen. You know what I mean? So between the two, I would say Rondale Moore or Adam Thielen, and then probably Jeff Wilson would be like 3 of that group, and then Pierce would be 4. But like I said, man, if you like Wilson, fucking go Wilson, man. Paul DeSantis, by the way, if you're just joining us, dude, a little cold. I'm working through it, okay? I still got some sniffles. If I got to blow my nose, I do apologize, all right? But that's where we're at. All right. Oh, my God. We just crossed the 8 o'clock hour, so I got to start ripping through a bunch of these, man. All right. Paul DeSantis, half PPR, limited Swift or Brian Robinson. I'm going Brian Robinson right there. I just not trusting Swift, dude. Shoulder, ankle, like what is going on? Could potentially be a bad game script as well. And I know you can run so easily on Green Bay, man. The matchup looks amazing. But dude, if he only gets like, I don't know, like let's say he gets like 10 carries or something and like 2 targets. Does that work? I'm going to go Brian Robinson. I'm going Brian Robinson, but I could get banged on that. I could. Because Swift legit could get like 8 carries and rip one of them for 50 yards. I'm almost talking myself out. I'll go Brian Robinson, though, my dude. Slagan, what's going on, dude? Taysom Hill, TJ Hawk. Nah, go Taysom Hill. TJ Hawk. They're talking about, TJ Hawkinson is going to be an integral part of Minnesota. No, come on, dude. He just got there. That doesn't make any sense. I'll go Taysom Hill. Thomas DiNapoli, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Glad you saw the SpongeBob tweet before. All right, 2 leagues today. Pick 2. Mooney, Duve, or Zay Jones. Pick 2. I'll go Mooney and Duve. And then I've got to pick 1 between Duvernay and Josh Palmer. Oh, Josh Palmer. Easy call. I love Josh Palmer today. So there you go, Thomas DiNapoli. Pablo Martinez, good to see you this morning. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first time you have commented in the chats. And by the way, if this is, man, would you guys like and subscribe to the channel, man? That would help me greatly, dude. Honestly, keeps me motivated to keep these streams going. Do these streams all day long, man. So, if it's your first time, subscribe. That would be dope. Pablo Martinez. All right, Deion Jackson look. I said it's a bad matchup for Deion Jackson, but again, I mean, come on, DeAndre Carter, nah, play Deion Jackson, 100%. For sure, of those two, I'm going Deion Jackson, no doubt. RJ Flip, Fantasy Street bit was great. Helped me last week. Realized I needed to upgrade my wide receivers. Got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You got Tom Brady for your quarterback, so you got that Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Tom Brady stack. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Boom. There's no question in here. I just appreciate the comments. All right, cool. I'm with you, though. Jeff Mocharuk? Nah, I'm probably messing that up, man. I apologize, dude. Higbee are likely a tight end, half PPR. I kind of sort of like Likely. I like Likely in that one. Higbee's been whatever. He's blah. Go Likely. Go Likely. I think he gives you the best upside. All right, full PPR. Tyler Algier or Khalil Herbert. I'm talking about 2 backups here. The thing I wrote for Algier, I got him as a sleeper. Because let's say, Tyler Algier, by the way, I'll give you this note on Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier, sleeper. He's seen 10 plus carries in 6 of his last 7 games. So it doesn't matter whether or not Cordero Patterson plays, right? If Cordero, this is what I wrote, even if Cordero is back, which he is, we know Arthur Smith will have no qualms running the ball 40 plus times. Even 10 carries against this Chargers rush defense could yield usable flex production in 12-team leagues during Bipocalypse. That's what I wrote. Again, I will go Um, by the way, I love Khalil Herbert as a player. And dude, straight up, Luke Getsy needs to be arrested. They need to be arrested there in Chicago for not playing Khalil Herbert more. But dude, this whole BS of like hot hand bullshit, like David Montgomery's snap share hasn't changed at all. It hasn't, like, his carries haven't changed. His snap share hasn't changed. So, like, what is this hot hand BS? Because when you watch the games, you can't tell me Khalil Herbert is not the better running back. What are we watching? I don't understand. There's no hot hand at all. They're just running the same. I think they just say that just to say that. I mean, it's coach speak, because clearly nothing has fucking changed in Chicago at all. David Montgomery still gets 70% of the snaps. Like, Khalil Herbert still gets 30%. Nothing changes. It's maddening. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I like Khalil Herbert, the player. I think Tyler Algier is still going to get 10 carries. 10 plus carries against Chargers, and the Chargers absolutely cannot stop the run, dude. I'll go Tyler Algier there against the Chargers. Pablo Martinez, let's go. Still remember those cocaine cookies. That's right, baby. Let's go. Alejandro Jorgui? I don't know. Good morning to you, man. Good morning. Cousin or Fields? Oh my gosh, I'm running so late, guys. All right, I'm gonna just rip. I gotta stop ranting and raving about the Bears, dude. Cousin or Fields? I like Cousins because of the revenge game narrative. Although I don't think you could go wrong with either one. Flex half PPR. Swift, Jackson. I think you're talking about Deion Jackson or Christian Kirk. Go Christian Kirk right there. I love the Christian Kirk matchup this week against Vegas. Brandon Gruber, sorry, my bad. Brandon Gruber, my bad. Would you flex likely over A.J. Dillon? Yes, I would. You currently have Everett as your tight end. Yeah, you got to play Everett, and then, flex likely. I'm down with that, bro. All right, you changed it for Fernando Maíz. Yeah, I'm with you. All right. 2 standard. Singletary, Deion Jackson, Christian Kirk, Eno Benjamin. Choose 2 instead of choose 4. Come on, dog. What are you doing, dude? Come on, man. I want to say you're definitely playing Kirk. And I'm okay playing Eno Benjamin there, although I'm tempted by Deion Jackson too. You know what? Go Christian Kirk and Deion Jackson right there because, again, I don't trust Cliff Kingsbury. They're talking about snap count, limited snap count for James Conner. I don't buy it. When he's out there, they play him. All right. I'm not going to even try this one. Bio Z-Day? I don't know. You love the work in the video. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Honestly, I do. Pick 2 standard scoring, non-PPR. All right. Oh my gosh, this is a tough one right here, dude. Let me tell you. I'm going to go off menu. I'm going to say Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk, and that one could absolutely bang me. But I really like Gabe Davis this week. And I know, how do you bench DK Metcalf, though? Christian Kirk had a horrible week last week. I know, but I love the matchup, dude. I think Christian Kirk has a chance to go crazy. I really do. So go Christian Kirk. Gabe Davis or DK Metcalf. That one pains me, but I'm gonna say Gabe Davis. I'm gonna say Gabe Davis, but man, that one could absolutely come back and bite me, dude, for sure. Strong Style. Hey, good to see you, dude. Always a pleasure when I see Strong Style in the chats, man. You need a tight end for week 10. Evan Ingram, Gesicki, Disley. Oh, dude, go Evan Ingram, dude. He's been money lately. Double-digit PPR points in 3 of his last 4 games, dude. 100%. Alejandro, you're back. All right, Tanyan or Likely? Connor or Jamal Williams? Tanyan likely for sure. James Conner. Oh, Jamal Williams for sure. Steven Grease, good to see you. All right, you got some injuries and some buys. Everybody does, man. Can you share my thoughts on the flex spot? Full point PPR. Lazard, I like Lazard, but dude, you got to watch the injury report. I don't have that in front of me right now, so we're not sure. Dobbs, got to play him. Got to play him. I love Dobbs this week against Detroit. Detroit's been giving up a ton of production to outside wide receivers. And then Rondale, I think he's a PPR guy. That's it. But still running a bunch of these Mickey Mouse routes, and I don't know. Seems much more gadgety than a real wide receiver. You know what I mean? But definitely playing Dobbs. Zay Jones is Zay. I think he's fading a little bit. I really like the player as like a low end 2. In real life, I'm talking about like as a low end 2, more as like a high end like wide receiver 3. But yeah, don't love him this week, but I could see the appeal. All right. Yeah, man. Hey, if y'all could just, again, subscribe to the channel, that'd be dope, man. Laura Jim Cooperman. I want to know who I'm speaking with. Am I speaking with Laura or Jim? Sorry, I'm checking my emails right now, man. They're just coming in. Deshaun Jackson. Ooh, boy, we're going deep, dude. We're going deep. Deshaun Jackson, Jarvis Landry, Evan Ingram, or Alan Lazard. If Alan Lazard goes, we're playing Lazard. I like Jarvis Landry. The matchup looks good. Baltimore gives up a lot of production to slot receivers. Okay, now that being said, because it's late, can you trust it? I don't. I would almost say, well, first of all, like I said, if Lazard goes, play him. Otherwise, go Evan Ingram. But, man, we're going deep there. The funny thing about Deshaun, at some point, my boy D-Jax is going for like 100 and like 2 touchdowns. He's going to have one of them games, right? Hell, it might be this week. I don't know. But the problem is you never know with Deshaun. I will say this, Demarcus Robinson, who is their outside X receiver, is dealing with a late week growing injury as well. I had him listed as a sleeper. The injury worries me. I took him off my sleeper list. Deshaun Jackson, if Demarcus Robinson doesn't go, is a very interesting sleeper this week. But again, because it's in prime time, you don't know. Gooner Boy, what a handle. Love it. Josh Palmer Swift. You get a half point per carry and full point for PPR. Wow. Still going Josh Palmer. Don't care. Interesting setup though. Darrell Henderson isn't that great. You know what, dude? He's not that great, but he's better than advertised. And I think overall he's like a good running back. You're right. He's not great. Not trying to say he's great at all. I'm just saying he's better than advertised, and he's flat out the best running back that the Rams have on their roster. Now, that being said, they should have made a move to go get Kareem Hunt, who would have fit perfectly into that offensive scheme. Outside zone, Kareem Hunt, he's feasting, boy. But with the guys they got on their roster, stop feeding me Ronnie Rivers and Cam Akers and Malcolm Brown. That's all I'm saying. Of the guys they got on the roster. See, I've told you I wasn't going to be ranting, and you got your boy ranting. All right. Boom. Tierra Diaz. Hey, yo, the resident movie star in the chat's got to get to him. Full flex PPR, Pitts, London, or Curtis Samuel. Yeah, Curtis Samuel. Let's go. Brad Toms, PPR, pick 2. St. Brown, yes. Olave or DJ Moore. What? Okay. DJ Moore, Chris Olave. That's going to be my call. I am really worried they're going to try to run St. Brown outside as an X receiver, and as we saw last year, he just doesn't fit in that X role. That's not what he does well. He's such a great slot receiver, but because they're down so many wide receivers and just pass catching options in general, really scared they're going to run Amon-Ra St. Brown outside, where I don't think he's going to do that good. So I'll say Olave, target share, wide open. Obviously, he's been getting looks everywhere. And then DJ Moore, for sure. By the way, DJ Moore, you got to start him. He's a must play. For anyone listening out there, you got to play DJ Moore. Foreman or Deion Jackson, play Foreman. All good with Foreman this week. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Eric Zubert, first of all, giving me health tips, which I appreciate. Put vapor rub on the feet, covered by socks and shoes. That helps with the cough? Does it? I don't know, dude. I almost want to try this because it sounds so crazy and wonky. Who the hell's putting vapor rub on their feet and then covering it with their socks and shoes and then walking around? Who's doing this? Who is doing that? That sounds amazing. All right. Good morning to you, though. I appreciate you jumping into the stream, dude. Yeah, man. Hey, yo. They had to literally drag me out of the studio last week. Literally. My boss called me up and said, dude, what are you doing? Get off the air and go home. Literally, that's the conversation I have with my boss. I'm like, yo, but I can go. And they're like, no, go home, you psychopath. All right, cool. I love the health advice, though. Not, bro, yeah, save my voice. I can't do it. I'm a man of the people. I'm trying to help my people. You know, I can't do it. I gotta help the people out there. Yeah, dude, 100%. I'm going unfiltered, dude. That's it. That's what we're doing. TR Diaz, okay, you need a defense. Green Bay, DST, Baltimore. Green Bay. Like I said, Detroit, they ain't got no pass catchers, man. Like, yeah, I like Green Bay a lot. Ciliano, are you starting Juju or Cordero in the flex? Man, in Cordero we trust, dude. Beautiful matchup against the Chargers. Give me Cordero. Even if he gets like 10, 12 touches, man, Cordero could go off. I do like Juju this week too, though, so that one's tough. But go ahead and give me Cordero in that one there. Pro flex, I think you meant to say PPR, probably a typo, or autocorrect even. Zay Jones, MVS, Carter, or Terrace Marshall. Zay Jones, MVS. I like Terrace Marshall. Of that group, although I got MVS as a sneaky sleeper this week too. And I think he's got the most upside. Okay. Jose Vargas, Standard League, Rashad White, or Justice Hill. Thanks, amigo. Hey, bro, I appreciate you jumping in the chat, honestly. I'm going to go. God, I love Rashad White, though. Standard League, non-PPR, huh? Justice Hill. Man, I really want to say Rashad White, but I'm going to say Justice Hill in a Standard League. Yeah, I think for me, Rashad White's got more appeal in PPR, but Standard League, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm running so late, dude, but there's so many more questions here. I'm going to rip through these. No analysis, just pop. All right. Khalil Herbert, David Montgomery. Unfortunately, you play David Montgomery. God, kill me. Sideline star, good to see you, dude. McLaurin, Olave, or Deion Jackson PPR. Oh, McLaurin. Yeah, I love McLaurin this week. Jamal Williams or Khalil Herbert? Jamal Williams, dude, not even a question. It's Jamal Williams. He's been playing really good. He's going to see a lot of stuff. Vapor rub on the feet is legit? That's cool, I guess. Flex 1, Mooney, DeAndre Carter, Zay Jones, Robert Woods, or MVS? Flex 1? Oh, my God. Bro, ride with me. Let's ride with MVS. I swear to God, he's a 0 or a 20 this week. I promise you. Like, I'm expecting 0 or 20. Ride with your boy. Let's go MVS. Oh, my God. People jumping in here. This VIX on the feet thing is a real deal, dude. Vapor rub is magical. Pinoy magic. What? Yes, dude. 100%. I'm learning so much shit here, dude. This is great. RJ Zay. I'm trying it when I get home. Bro, I can't be doing it in studio, though. Half PPR, half point per rush and catch. Cool. Josh Palmer or Deion Jackson? Go Josh Palmer. I still like Josh Palmer there. Super Chat's not available on my channel. I don't think so, dude. I don't even know what that is. Maybe I'm not big time enough. Is that the problem? PPR, half PPR, Pitts or Terrace Marshall? Terrace Marshall, boy. I'm running all in. I'm pushing all the chips in on Terrace Marshall this week. I'm going to either look amazing or I'm going to look like a dumbass. Better tight end rest of season for Jason McFarlane. Rest of season? Likely or higher? Who's higher? Likely or higher? That must be a typo because I don't know who the hell we're talking about. Am I tripping? Yeah, I don't know. Jonathan Sweat, thanks for the pick. All right, keep it in Jamal. Yeah, 100%, dude. Vapor rub on the shins is better than feet. Yo, what? What? First of all, vapor rub on the shins. That feels like a Muay Thai move or something, man. All right. Oh, I got you now. Likely or Higbee, Jason. All right. Rest of season. It's got to be Higbee, right? Because he's the starter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Likely is a backup, and they'll work him in. But I think rest of the season, man, I'll go ahead and take Higbee. Anyways, hey y'all, I ran super long on this stream today, mostly because I appreciate everyone jumping in. But yeah, if you guys would hit me with that subscribe and likes, man, that would be dope, man. Check out the channel. Got some funny videos on there if you guys are into that kind of thing. Anyways, I appreciate everyone out there, man. And we will catch you next week. Same bat channel, same bat time, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Happens every Sunday. Rain, sleet, or snow. Doesn't matter if I'm sick. Doesn't matter if I'm healthy. We're going. We're going. Because I'm a man of the people. I try to help the people out there. All right, man. I'll see you guys. Peace.